Hello dear students, welcome back to With Academics. I am your maths tutor Chaitra. Today we are going to discuss about the rational numbers of grade 8. In previous classes we have learned about the natural numbers, whole numbers and also the integers, right? Do you remember all those? We shall revise that once, okay? And we have come across many simple equations. We'll see that the simple equations like x plus 2 is equal to 8. So if we solve this, we'll get x is equal to 8 minus 2 and x is equal to 8 minus 2 is 6, and this 6 is called as the natural numbers. We denote the natural numbers by n, which is equal to set of 1, 2, 3 and so on, right? And if we take another equation, say x plus 2 is equal to 2 and solve this, x is equal to 2 minus 2. So, x is equal to 0. We got 0 here, and 0 is called as the whole numbers, right? So, we denote the whole number by w, which is equal to set of 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And we have an equation x plus 3 is equal to 1. So, if we solve this, x is equal to 1 minus 3, then x is equal to minus 2, and this minus 2 is called as integers, right? Yes, we denote the integers as z, which is equal to, which has the set of the positive numbers, the negative numbers and also 0. And we'll write the 0 in the center, and towards the right we have the positive numbers, and towards the left of 0 we have the negative numbers. Next, we come across the equation 2x is equal to 3, where x is equal to 3 by 2. And what is 3 by 2? We know that 3 by 2 is a fraction, right? And we can also say that 3 by 2 is a rational numbers. And now, the rational numbers are denoted by p by q, where p and q are the integers and q should not be equal to 0. Then we can say that p and q are the rational numbers. If q is equal to 0, then the number is not defined. Any number divided by 0 is not defined. So, q should not be equal to 0. So, we can say that rational numbers are represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are the integers and q not equal to 0. Now, we'll see the properties of rational numbers. Before coming to the properties of rational numbers, we'll just revise the properties of whole numbers, okay? Closure property of whole numbers. Whole numbers are closed under addition. We'll see the example. If a and b are the whole numbers, then we know that a plus b is equal to c is also a whole number. That is, if 1 and 2 are the whole numbers, then 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 is also a whole number, right? Next, whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. If a and b are the whole numbers, then a minus b is equal to c is not a whole number. We'll see that 1 and 2 are the whole numbers, then 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. So, minus 1 is not the whole numbers, right? Next, whole numbers are closed under multiplication. If a and b are the whole numbers, then a into b is equal to c is a whole number. So, we'll see the example. If 1 and 2 are the whole numbers, then 1 into 2 is equal to 2 and 2 is the whole numbers. Next, whole numbers are not closed under division. If a and b are the whole numbers, then a divided by b is equal to c, which is not a whole number. We'll see that it is 1 and 2 are the whole numbers, then 1 divided by 2 is equal to 1 divided by 2. That is a fraction, right? Which is not a whole number. Next, we'll see the properties of closure under integers. Okay. Integers are closed under addition. If a and b are two integers, then a plus b is equal to c is also an integer. We'll see the example. Say minus 1 and 2 are the integers, then minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 1 is a integer, right? Yeah. Next, integers are closed under subtraction. If a and b are two integers, then a minus b is equal to c is a integer. We'll see that if minus 1 and 2 are integers, then minus 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 3. Is minus 3 integer? Yes, minus 3 is an integer. Next, integers are closed under multiplication. If a and b are the integers, then a into b is equal to c is also an integer. We'll see that is minus 1 and 2 are integers, then minus 1 into 2 is equal to minus into plus is minus 1 into 2 is 2. So, minus 2 is a integer. Integers are not closed under division. If a and b are the integers, then a divided by b is equal to c is not an integer. We'll see that if minus 1 and 2 are the integers, then minus 1 divided by 2 is equal to minus divided by plus is minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So, the answer is minus 1 by 2, where 1 by 2 is a fraction. So, we can say that integers are not closed under division. Next, we will see the closure properties of rational numbers. And before that, we will recall that a number which can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 is called as rational numbers. We will see the closure under addition of rational numbers. If a and b are any two rational numbers, then we can say that a plus b is equal to c is also a rational number. We will see the example. If I take a as 1 by 2 and b as 2 by 3, and if I add them, 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3, which is equal to, now we will take the LCM. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6, and we have to make the denominator 6. For that, we will multiply the 2 with 3, and whatever we multiply in the denominator, we have to multiply the same number with the numerator. So, here we have 3. To make it 6, we will multiply with 2 and multiply with the numerator. So, 1 into 3 is 3 plus 2 2s are 4, which is equal to 3 plus 4 is 7 by 6. Is 7 by 6 a rational number? Yes. 7 by 6 is also a rational number. So, we can say that the closure property under addition for rational number holds. Next, subtraction. If a and b are any two rational numbers, then a minus b is equal to c is also a rational number. We will see the example. If I take a as 1 by 2 and b as 2 by 3, and if I subtract them, that is 1 by 2 minus 2 by 3, which is equal to LCM of 2 and 3 is 6, and we have to make the denominator as 6. So, we will multiply the 2 with 3 and also the numerator with 3. Here to make 3 as 6, we will multiply with 2 and also the numerator with 2. So, 1 into 3 is 3 minus 2 2s are 4, which is equal to plus 3 minus 4 is minus 1 by 6. Is minus 1 by 6 a rational number? Yes. Minus 1 by 6 is also a rational number. So, therefore, we can say that subtraction holds under rational numbers. That is, the closure property of subtraction holds under rational numbers. Next, we will see the multiplication. If a and b are any rational numbers, then a into b is equal to c is also a rational number. We will see the example. We will take a as 1 by 2 and b as 2 by 3 and multiply them. 1 by 2 into 2 by 3, which is equal to, now we will multiply numerator into numerator and denominator into denominator. So, 1 into 2 is 2 divided by 2 into 3 is 6. So, 2 by 6. Is 2 by 6 a rational number? Yes. 2 by 6 is also a rational number. So, we can say that the closure property under multiplication of rational number holds. Next, division. If a and b are any rational numbers, then a divided by b is equal to c is not a rational number. Okay. We will see the example for that. If I take a as 1 by 2 and b as 0. We know that 0 is a rational number, right? And if we write the 0 in the form of p by q, how do you write that? So, 0 by 1 is a p by q of the rational form. p by q in the form of rational numbers, right? So 1 by 2 and 0 by 1. So now we'll take a as 1 by 2 divided by b is 0 by 1, 0 by 1, and this can be taken as 1 by 2, and the division is converted to multiplication. Then the denominator comes to numerator and the numerator comes to denominator. So 1 by 0. So 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 2 into 0 is 0. Any number divided by 0 is not defined. Therefore, we can say the closure property under division not holds for rational numbers. And that is all for today. I hope you like the session. For more videos, do subscribe our Vidvat app and also share with your friends. You can also follow us on these social medias. See you in the next session. And to be the best, choose Vidvat.